Wow, what a beautiful day in Northeast Oregon. Hey everybody, Deposed Slew here. It's Indian summer. Oh, am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Well, it's October 21st. It's about 68 degrees outside. The sun is shining. Isn't that Indian summer? I think it is. We've been having some really cold nights and very mild days here, late October. I'm here to show you my two .45 auto pistols. Now I waited 6 months to get this baby. This is an Auto Ordnance .45 1911 A1 made by Kahr Arms. They bought out Auto Ordnance a short while back. If you know anything about Auto Ordnance, they make the Reproduction Thompson submachine guns. Of course, they are in semi-automatic profile also. And yes, Mike, take a good look. There's the idiot scratch. This was my first 1911, and duh, I scratched that Parkerized finish. So anyway, there it is. It came with a blue mag, and I bought a Parkerized mag. I actually bought two Parkerized magazines for it, but the other one, the bottom popped off of it. These are made by Auto Ordnance, so what the hey. I'm not really satisfied with this blue mag. It's kind of sticky. It doesn't hold the slide back all the time, but anyway, there's my Auto Ordnance Parkerized 1911 A1. It looks pretty good to me, and it shoots really well. Tell you that right now. That's my first 1911. When I was surfing the net one day, I came across Para Ordnance had a GI Expert, which was cheaper than the Auto Ordnance 1911 A1. Now this is an updated version. They say it's in Paracoat, and it's got a stainless steel barrel, skeletonized hammer. I saw a video on the internet about how the Paracoat sucks. If you look real close here, it's starting to come off right here and right there. A couple of the wear points. So I might, I don't know. I might eventually put a Duracoat finish on this, but pretty nice gun. The roll marks aren't that nice. Para 1911, you can just barely see that Para there. When you turn it over and look at the GI Expert, Expert is kind of shallow right in there, but man, it was cheap. You all know I'm a frugal and prudent man, and I got this for 500 bucks. Skeletonized hammer. The original mags that came with it were 8-round Para mags. They're not real pretty, but they're stainless. Feed pretty well. Yeah. Before I shot these, I invested in 3 Springfield Armory 7-round magazines in stainless. Not the follower that Pete would recommend, but I have never had any problems with any of these 3 right here. Okay. Now I put about 250 rounds through each of these. The Para manual said at least 400 rounds in that one, and there was no recommendation on the Auto Ordnance. But which one, guess which one I've had the misfire, or not a misfire, but a misfeed. It was that one right there. Out of 250 rounds, I've had one stovepipe in this one. Now this is not the first Auto Ordnance 1911 A1 I've owned. The first one I got was missing, of all things, the ejector. But you know something? I put 7 rounds through that first gun, and it cycled 6 of those first 7 rounds without an ejector. So I sent that back, and I got this one. Been working just fine. It's a sweet trigger too. You know the trigger on this one? Okay, let's make sure it's safe. Trigger on this one is so much lighter than this one. It is so much lighter. This may need some breaking in, but boy, I think that one's all ready to go. Alright, this was in response to Pete's video, buy a 1911. I bought one, I sent it back, got a new one, and I got the Para GI Expert. If you look real close, the A1 has the arch mainspring housing on it. Longer trigger, shorter trigger, excuse me, but a nice Parkerized finish. This one has the Paracoat. It's got a flat mainspring housing, a very narrow beaver tail. Look at that. Not like the other one. Skeletonized hammer, skeletonized trigger. I like them. And they were cheap. You know, Pete, forgive me. You like your pretty guns and you like your special grips. When I ordered this one here, I also ordered the walnut grips to go with it. But you know something? I'm not going to put them on this one. I'm going to give them to my brother-in-law. He has an original Colt 1918. And somebody put some ugly molded wooden grips on them, and they're fat, impossible for me to shoot. So I'm going to give him the original walnut wood grips that I ordered for this one. And that's my Christmas gift to my brother-in-law. Alright, I'm getting long on time. Those are my 245s. I love them. Wouldn't give them up for anything. I'm gonna do another semi-auto review of my semi-auto firearms, but for now I'm gonna get out. This is Depoe Slough. What a beautiful day. I couldn't imagine living anywhere else. God has blessed me, and I hope God blesses you. And life is really, really good.